have platformer rooms, and you can go in and you can play one. You can choose. Here we go. We'll try out this one now. Boop-be-doo. And it's fun. You can jump from room to room. And all of these rooms are made by people, just like you. And the response to this game has been really gratifying. I really am grateful to everyone that has reached out and said how much they like the idea. I'm getting some feedback that I think it seems like the building part of it is maybe a little intimidating, which I didn't entirely anticipate. But maybe that's like my my longtime, love affair with Mario Maker coming through. But I want to get on here and make a little tutorial for anyone who's feeling intimidated by the tools that we have for creating a room. So yeah, to reiterate, every single one of these rooms was created by somebody, different people. And the very first thing you'd want to do when you come, if you're going to be creating especially, but even if you're just playing around, come up here and sign in. You can sign in with your wallet if you're into that sort of thing, or you can put in your email. You say sign in email, it gives you a thing. You go to your email, you click on the link, and then you come back, and then you're signed in. It's one of those magic link dealies. So once you've done that, the next step is to choose a spot to build your room. Any of these orange rectangles is a space that is available to build. So we will choose, we'll choose this one right here. Why not? So then you click on build here, which is right here. And then you're faced with this empty grid. Now, something that we are working on is having templates that you, rather than staring at an empty grid like this, you would have some templates that you could choose from to start with if you wanted. But we don't have those ready yet. So I'm going to show you front to back how this works. Okay, so we have this empty room with all these little squares on it. And here what we have is a tile set, and the tile set is sort of like the most basic unit of things that you will be putting into this level. And we have a bunch of different tile sets to choose from. There's forest, desert, dirt, etc. I even put the Super Mario 2 tile set in there just for fun. I might add more of those. I don't know. Don't sue me, Nintendo. That's maybe the thing. So let's choose a tile set. I'll choose water just for the fun of it, right? Now you have to go up here, make sure that draw is selected. So so you have draw selected, and then you come down here and you select some tiles. You can select one at a time, or you can select a group of them like this. So we're going to select this little group here, and we are going to put them down here along the bottom. I'm just clicking and placing, but I can also click and drag like this. And now we have something that looks like a floor. And so as often as you want or not, you can, as you do things, come up here and hit test, and you will go into test play mode. And you can just be like, okay, yeah, I made a floor, cool. And you go back to edit room. The next thing you might want to do is you might want to choose a background. These are the backgrounds that we have so far. And so let's choose something like mountain would go well with the room right next to it. We could choose grassland or dark forest. Let's do dark forest. I like the dark forest one. I like the way it looks. So let's see. What else should we put in our room? Well, it's a platformer, so let's make some platforms, right? So I'm just going to put down some more things here. Now, the way that these tiles work is they don't have gravity, right? So when I put them down and then I hit test play, they're just going to stay put. They're not going to go anywhere. They have collision, and they just stay where I put them. Now, that is in contrast to some of the things in the objects section. So let's choose from the object section something like a a crate, a solid block crate. So let's put a crate here, right? So if we put that crate there and we hit test play, the crate's going to fall because it does have gravity and collision. And then we can push the crate. And also we can pull the crate by pressing down. And it doesn't always work perfectly. Okay, so I'm now going to delete that crate because I don't want that crate there. So I'm going to go to erase and delete. Oh, well, you're not working. Sometimes it's a little fussy. Give me a minute. Come on, there we go. Okay. So, but yes, now we have this platform. Let's make a few more platforms, right? So we'll grab this again. Now I'm still on erase, right? So I got to go back to draw. I'm going to make another little platform here, and I'll make one other one there. Why not? Let's see what's next to teach you. So then we have all kinds of other objects and things in here. We have trees. Trees trees are sort of in the middle because they don't fall. So we play, it's not going anywhere. It's up there, but it also does not have collision. So if I take that tree and I put it here, you'll see that trees and things like trees are always going to be behind me. Unless there's one exception to that rule, which is I can put a tree on the front layer in front of player. This is the layer section. And if I select tree and put it on the front layer, then instead of being behind me when I run in front of it, it'll be in front of me like that. And the layer system applies to basically everything. So you can do that with tiles as well. So let's say we want to take, let's make a little like window here. So we're going to take this like that. And we're going to put we're going to make a little thing that looks like a window. And we're going to take the bottom here. See, I'm selecting the bottom. Oops. I'm putting that there. I'm going to take this little window looking thing, put it right there. And then I'm going to put up the sides like this. Happy sides, pretty sides. And I'm going to put this top on here like that. I'm going to delete this little bit and put it here. Oops. And put it here. And then put that there. And then we need one final piece, which I believe is this piece. Like that. We made a little window. Okay. I put that all on the in front of player layer. And so now when I go there, it's in front of me, right? Right. Okay. So next is, let's talk about enemies a little bit. So let's put a penguin. Now I believe, I could be wrong. Let's find out. I think enemies, no matter where you put them on the layers, they will always hit you. So enemies always have collision. It doesn't matter where on the layers you put them. But most of these other things are affected by the layers. So let's do a couple other things. Now you sort of have the very, very, very basics down. And that's really all you need to get started. Here's a few like little tips and tricks. When you want to erase something, you have to make sure that you're on the thing that you're trying to erase. So if you're trying to erase a tile, you have to have tiles selected. Otherwise, it won't work. And the same thing with an object. It's maybe a little bit of a misnomer to call a enemy an object, but that's what we call them. So if I want to erase that enemy, I have to have object selected, then I can delete it. Let's do a few other things. We recently added a pretty cool, I don't know if we have this set up yet. Let's find out. A pretty cool thing called pressure plates, where we put down a pressure plate And, oh wait, let's do this opposite. First, we put down the thing we want to connect to the pressure plate. So in this case, we're going to put a cage. And then let's say inside the cage, we're going to put a mouse. The cage now holds white mouse. Now we go back down to our pressure plate and we put it down here. Oops. That did not work for some reason. There we go. And then we connect the pressure plate to the cage and we press test play. Now the cage is closed. If I don't step on the pressure plate, nothing is going to happen with the cage. But if I step on the pressure plate, oh my gosh, there's the mouse. So that's cool. That's something we just added. We're going to be adding lots more things like that as time goes on. Let's now give this room a goal. So the final piece of any room, or the next thing that I think about doing, is we want to give this room a goal that the player must complete. So we have, these are the goals we currently have to choose from: reach exit, collect target, defeat all, checkpoint sprint, and survival. So reach exit just means getting from point A to point B as fast as you can. Collect target means you have to collect all of something. Defeat all means defeating all the enemies. Checkpoint sprint means getting from point A to point B, but having to traverse by getting to each checkpoint in order. And then survival just means you have a certain amount of time and you can't die in that amount of time. We'll do collect target because that's a classic thing to do in this kind of a game. So we'll put some coins here. Let's put one up above here. Let's put one here. And we'll hide one. Oh, oops. I put those on the layer. This is something that happens all the time. So I had the wrong layer selected. When I placed those down, I had them on the in front of player layer, and that's not right. So now I have to click on objects. I have to click on in front of player so that I know where I'm deleting. And I have to put main solid layer because coins will not be able to be pick upable if you're not on the main layer. Okay, so put one there. We'll put one here. Right. And then let's make the last one kind of hard to get to, but we can also say how many items need to be collected. In this instance, we'll choose 3. And let's make the final place to get the coin a much more difficult route. Let's say we have to jump from here all the way over to here and all the way up here. Actually, I think that's too high. All the way there, and then we'll finally put the last coin like right there or something. All right, where's our coin? There it is. And then we shall give us a time limit of, let's say, 20 seconds. It should be possible. Let's see if we can do it. All right. Hopefully those jumps aren't too difficult. Ugh. Okay, I think that might be too far. Let's test it one more time just to see. Oh, I stepped on the pressure plate. Oh, look, but I put the enemy. Oh, interesting. See, something I didn't know. The enemy is on the wrong thing. Maybe enemies can be on. So I failed. So let's investigate those two issues. First, where? Maybe it's that the cage is on the wrong layer. Is that possible? So can I delete the cage? How do I do that? Let's see. Erase objects in front of player. No. Main solid layer? No. Behind player? No. All right. Well, that's a bug. But then we will, regardless, can I delete that? Maybe I can't. Oh, clear link. Pressure plate is not linked yet. Yes, indeed. Let's delete the pressure plate if we can. Objects. I don't know why. Why you no work? Let's go. Let's save. Go out and come back in. Nope, still not working. Well, all right. We will instead fix. This is like, this is why it says beta. Very important. The fact that it says beta. Okay. Welcome to game development, especially when you don't know how to write any code. We're going to put this a little bit closer, and then we're going to put this one a little bit closer also, like there. I think that's doable. And then I think we've learned that this is too far. And we're going to draw another one that's like right there. That should work. Let's try it. I'm just going to avoid that pressure plate so we don't have to think about it. Okay, 1 coin, 2 coin. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, right. There's the roof. The roof is going to be our enemy here. Okay, that's fine. We will erase. And then we have to switch to objects to erase the coin. And then select this. And we'll put it instead over here. Like there. I don't think we can get from there to there, but I do think we can get from there to there. So let's try it. Let's see if that works. Okay. Even before I put down the last coin. Let's see. Can't get up there. Oh! The roof is still getting us. Oh my god, so close. See, that's kind of challenging. I like it. Oh yeah, okay. So it's doable. So now, we'll go back. Go to objects. We'll put our last coin right there. See, I have... Oh. Why you no work? Why you being a jerk? Why you no work? Why you be a jerk? I don't understand. There we go. Sometimes, I don't know why. Sometimes you have to click around and try different things to make things work. These are all bugs. Eventually, they will all be fixed, I hope. Okay, so don't get discouraged. But now we've made a room. We've made a full room that has a challenge. The challenge is challenging. It's fun. We can jump. We can jump, jump, jump. Yay, we did it. And now, eventually, in a second, I will show up on the leaderboard. Oh no, you know why I'm not on the leaderboard yet? Because we haven't published it. We've saved it, but now we have to hit publish. Now we publish it. Now I go back. Now I actually play the room. Then it'll show up on the leaderboard. You ready? Boink, donk, dink, dank. Oh no. See, my other run was so much better. Oh my god. Why? This is so frustrating. Oh shit. Classic problems. Ugh. There we go. And I wasn't able to do it in 20 seconds. All right, here we go. For real this time. 20 seconds. Here we go. Yes. Now, there I am on the leaderboard. 7 seconds. 7 seconds and 40 milliseconds. So now you can come and try to beat my high score. And that's it. That's how you make a level. Please let me know if you have any questions. If anything, like what doesn't make sense. What about this is confusing? And, I know there's a lot of bugs. We're trying to flush them all out and make them all work. But if things don't make sense, please let me know and I will do my best to try to fix it. Okay, that's it.